COVID. And obviously we had videos for all the singles leading up to it. So Nerve Damage being like the last one that we'll be releasing, obviously. But so we just kind of like kept kind of just making it up as we went, trying to figure out ways to change the game, like doing things digitally. How are we going to write? And I think a hard part too is there's no way to plan because you had no idea what was going to happen. So,
right.
We did like, we did like a piano reprise of a song that was like sort of like our acoustic song. We did, our metalcore cover of Bring Me to Life by Evanescence, that's probably one of our other top stream songs. It's weird how the throwaway songs have always worked out so well for us. The ones
that's like a lot of bands that happens to is bands that they're like, we don't really like this song collectively as a band, but they wrote it, so it's part of their set list. I've heard several bands say for some reason that's the one that everyone likes.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not even that I don't like it. It was just that this was just this backup thing, like, when we have nothing to share, we have this cover song that we can just put out there that'll, cover songs do good. And it ended up going just way like Black Ice, way better than we thought. And now it's probably that and Black Ice are like always in our top 5 songs on Spotify. We did like an acoustic Motionless in White cover. That's one of our top songs. It's always the songs that are supposed to be the little like appetizers that have blown up for us. And then obviously the Binary EP, which was the really weird one. It's like we basically just wanted to do a really raw, heavy 2-track EP thing, like a little project where me and Chase could each just do a super heavy song with no singing, like by ourselves. So we could just kind of flex our own styles and like not have Chase could write just the way he writes and do just his vocals. And also for me, it was cool because a lot of people don't even realize that I'm screaming on some of our songs because they think Chase screams and I sing and that's it. So it was cool for me to get to just do like all of the heavier stuff, like that's for cool. Myself for once, which is why the Spire, I think, did so well because it was so out of pocket for us.
Yeah. Ava's in
what you got?
Go ahead.
What you don't know is Tyler does it all. That's not, he froze up. I'm just gonna.
Oh, he just left.
I'm just gonna leave.
I was gonna say Ava's in a band called Weird Wolves, and I was wondering if you have a similar story as far as COVID or even writing music that you could compare to.
No, I mean we haven't been able to really plan like that far ahead with our touring and stuff. We don't really tour like at all. So it's not really the same, but we were trying to wait it out a bit when it first happened, and so I can't relate to that. Yeah, and then we decided to start doing the live stream shows, which has been a pain in the ass and really stressful. I don't know if it has been for you too, but
it's why we put it off, because it's like if you don't do it perfectly, it sucks.
Yeah,
it's there's so many things that can go wrong and like so many pieces to make it go right, and it was kind of something where we were like, we really wanted to see if we could wait out real shows, and it seems like we might have. I don't know, like we finally broke down and we were like, all right, let's do it. And then now it might not make sense. Like, why would we invest in doing that if there's only a couple months before maybe we can be on stage again? So, but who knows? Like we're at a point where you have to just plan for the best, prepare for the worst. And that's what we're doing, and that's why it was like Binary was cool. And I try to look at it like a lot of things good came out of it. Sucks to say it, but a lot of good things came out of COVID that I would never wish away. Like the Binary, all of those songs, those singles, those random singles we did never would have happened. And they've all been really cool and done a lot for us and gotten us a lot of new fans. And I mean, we all did things on our own personally and within the band's business and infrastructure. Like as far as setting ourselves up, we're doing a lot of things DIY that normally a label would do for you. We all have our own side hustles now and studios and so yeah.
You can always find positive in the negative. I mean, as bad as COVID has been for a lot of people, there are people that have done things, especially with music, that has actually helped their band, that got closer as a band. I want to play your other song. Before I do that, I want to give a shout out to Sharon and Carolyn, who are commenting on our live feed. So shout out to them for being awesome and doing that. What's this second song called?
Is this Nerve Damage, the anime video?
Think so.
It is. It's not. It's okay. Yeah. So that was the one we just dropped for the 1 year anniversary of Hello There, the album. So that was it was the same dude. It was this dead guy named Billy Barber, and he from Dead Eyes Art. He did like Attack Attack's new animated video and Spirit Box's animated video. He did our like some of our logos and some of our merch designs, but we basically just like, well, we can't really meet up to do. We wanted to shoot this huge party masquerade video for this song to kind of end the album cycle. Because of COVID, we couldn't do it. So we were like, dude, can you like kind of make a cool, creepy animated version of what that might have looked like? And we can make like, so it's almost like a Japanese like manga animated video. Yeah. So, and then the song's pretty much just about like cutting people loose who drag you down and basically like celebrating being stoked to be without them and being by yourself. Like,
cool, man.
Like that's what the song's about. So
let's check it out. All right. Let's check it out right now. So far, I like it. Dude.
Awesome.
I swear to God, I say this all the time to bands, but I guess maybe it's just in the moment, but I dig it. That's kind of my style of music that I would like. That's my jam, dude. Like, that's why I like this so much running when I was running today. It's good. So is it the two singers? Do you guys both just sing?
No. Okay. So how do I guess in the simplest. So Chase is the one who sounds like Chelsea Grin. Like it's like Chase is like it's like the really really deep raspy the really deep lows and the really 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 raspy like deathcore highs, and then the kind of like really raspy midtones. And then I have I do all the singing, and then you can kind of it's like you can kind of hear it once you listen to more of it. But I have like a more kind of almost post-hardcore-y different style, like metalcore mid and high scream, and like we both use slightly different techniques, and like I feel like we have very unique tones, and that's the only reason it kind of
works, man. It works. Yeah. Ava, what'd you think about that song?
It was awesome.
I appreciate it.
I smiled when I was listening to it. And I smiled while it was playing, so that's always a good thing. We are trying to keep this show around 30 minutes, and we're at 27, so we're not going to go much longer. I do want to ask you though before you get off, is it looking like shows are coming up soon? Like I think I saw your manager say something on Facebook about getting ready to start booking bands again, something like that.
So we're in the
four corners over there.
I look at he's back. I look at it kind of like, I mean, we're in the boat where I think they're trying to plan for the best. So I think like based on the prospects of the vaccine rollout and like the different age groups, they're pumping it out more and more, I think. So it looks like, some bands are trying to book tours and stuff for the fall, because I think that seems to be the estimation of when things might be able to work again, and obviously everywhere is different. You have a lot of states that are just straight up jumping the gun and opening early. And it's like, there's a lot of like, especially in the music community, it's like hard because like as a band, you have to be like, just because we can doesn't mean we should. And it's like, we could end up not only making ourselves look bad, but also like making a really bad mistake that could endanger a bunch of people by
Everybody is so scared of that, and understandably scared of that. They don't want to be the first band to go in, and then all of a sudden, everyone, you get blacklisted. No one likes you anymore. But I think cases are going down. I think in the school district where I live, there was 6 positive cases last week or something crazy like that. But I do live in rural America where it's not overly populated. Where can people go? I mean, you're on every platform. You got a website, Bandcamp, iTunes, all that good jazz.
I mean, if you go to savingvice.com, you can find pretty much everything or a link to everything you need. But I mean, anywhere you can find anything, we try to be. So, I mean, we're on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. I mean, I'm pretty sure we have a Bandcamp because I think, I manage that one like every time we drop something, which is always good to have it everywhere because everyone likes using different. Some people like using different platforms for different reasons because some support artists better. Bandcamp's cool because you can pay whatever you want, I believe. You can pay more, which is cool, support bands. I mean, we're on Reddit. Like we try to keep up with everyone. We're at a point now that where everyone in the band kind of does something different, but we're everywhere. I mean, if you want to find us, we make it easy for you. So, I mean, definitely check it out.
Google it.
Yeah, we're on Google. We're on the Googles, all of them.
you're on all the Googles, which means the Yahoos and is AOL still a thing? I don't know.
No, I don't know if you guys saw fucking Logan Lucky. That movie was like so funny, but the dudes are like, we know the Twitters, all of them. I like that movie a lot. But.
I'm gonna start saying that too now, man.
Yeah, I know the Twitters, all of them.
All of the Twitters.
All Twitters.
Well, dude, Tyler, thanks for coming on kind of short notice. I know we only had a couple days notice for you to get on, so I appreciate that. Letting us play your music, getting to sit down and talk with you. I want to thank people that got on and commented, Carolyn, Sharon. I think those are the main two commenting on everything. And everyone else that's just watching, thank you for watching. Go to www.theloudspot.net, buy some merchandise, go to our YouTube, like our YouTube page, like Saving Vice's YouTube page, like Ava Weird Wolves has a YouTube page. Ava, do you have your own personal YouTube page also?
Yeah.
So what is it?
I don't. I think it's just Ava Gore, but it's not popular at all.
Okay,
I have like 5.
Now it will be.
Okay, so go like all the YouTubes, all the Googles, and all the Twitters, and buy all of our merchandise, including Sam's with Diamond Noise Agency, and follow our TikToks.
All right. Follow our TikToks.
That's all I got.
No,
are we done?
No, don't follow our TikToks. Yep, we're done. See you later.
This is the Loud Spot outro by Nothing Short of Tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does Nothing Short of Tragic have his back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. Our pin post has to pin show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.